Hey guys, today we're opening Structure Deck Soulburner. Let's take a look at the back. So, basically this deck introduces the concept of reincarnation link summoning, which is the method of link summoning that uses a link monster as a link material to link summon another copy of the same monster. So far this method of summoning is exclusive to Salamangreat archetype. They have a special field spell that lets you do this. But you might think, why would I summon the same monster a second time? The reason is that some Salamangreat link monsters have a powerful effect that can only be unlocked once it has been reincarnated. It's a pretty interesting idea. There are 3 ultra rares, 4 super rares, 39 commons, a beginner's guide, and a deluxe playmat. Let's bring out the heat. Okay, so we have the beginner's guide, then the deluxe playmat, which tells you how to use the strategy for this deck on one side, and some recommended cards. And then we have the actual playmat on the other side. Looks pretty cool. Lots of fire. Alright. Let's take a look at the deck. Alright, so first we have Salamangreat Heatleo with an alternate art. This is your boss monster, and on summon he can bounce 1 spell or trap card into the deck. And then if you reincarnate him, he can change the attack of 1 face-up monster to the attack of 1 monster in the graveyard. So that is pretty cool. And that works on any monster, either your monster or your opponent's monster. Very good card. Then we have Salamangreat Heatleo, also pretty good. He lets you detach 1 and then special summon 1 Salamangreat monster from your deck in defense position. But then you cannot activate monster effects for the rest of this turn except fire monsters. And then if this exceeds summoned card is sent to the graveyard as a material for link summon of a Salamangreat monster, you can target 1 monster on the field and return it to the hand. Good effects. Very good guy. And this is your starter card. So you want to summon some cyber monster and then link summon away into this guy. Salamangreat Links. So if this card is link summoned, you can add 1 Salamangreat Sanctuary from your deck to your hand, which I think is your field spell. And if a Salamangreat card you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. You can only use each effect once per turn. So he also provides some protection from the graveyard. Very good card. And it looks pretty cute too. Awesome. And then we have Salamangreat Gazelle, which is one of your key cards for the deck. If a Salamangreat monster is sent to your graveyard except Salamangreat Gazelle, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can send 1 Salamangreat card from your deck to the graveyard except Salamangreat Gazelle. Only 1 effect and once per turn. But very good card. This is what you need for your combos. And then the other great key card for the deck is Salamangreat Spinny. So cute. These guys remind me of Crystal Beasts. Pretty awesome. So what this guy does is if you control a Salamangreat card, you can discard this card and then target 1 face-up monster on the field. It gains 500 attack. So it's kind of like hand trap for Salamangreats. And then if you control a Salamangreat monster other than Spinny, and this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use each effect of Spinny once per turn. So that's an awesome effect, because you can exceed it away and then it doesn't get banished, so that's awesome. And then we have Salamangreat Circle, which is a quick play searcher for the deck. So you can activate one of these effects. Either add one Salamangreat monster from your deck to your hand, which is awesome already, or you can target one Salamangreat Link monster you control that was summoned using a monster with its own name as a material, which means reincarnated, and that Link monster becomes unaffected by monster effects this turn except its own. Very good card for the deck. Another good card is Salamangreat Roar. That looks epic. Volcano exploding in the background, awesome art. And then what it does is when a spell, trap, or monster effect is activated, while you control a Salamangreat Link monster, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy the card. While this card is in your graveyard, if a Salamangreat Link monster is link summoned to your field using a monster with its same name as material, you can set this card but banish it when it leaves the field. So it lets you reuse it and recurse it. You can only use one Salamangreat Roar effect per turn and only once that turn. Awesome card. And then we got some new Salamangreat common cards. So we got Salamangreat Raccoon, which is pretty good, I think. When Salamangreat monster is targeted for an attack by an opponent's monster, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, then target two monsters that would battle. Gain life points to the attack of that opponent's monster. Also, your targeted monster cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. So this guy can help you protect your Salamangreats long enough for you to link them away next turn. Not bad. And then when your Salamangreat monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard while this card is in your graveyard, you can add this card to your hand. One effect per turn. Okay. And then we have Salamangreat Mole. And his effect is during your main phase, if you link summon this turn, you can special summon this card from your hand to your zone a link monster points to. If you control no monsters, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 5 Salamangreat cards in your graveyard, shuffle them into the deck, then draw 2 cards. You can only use each effect once per turn. Then we have Salamangreat Fowl. If a Salamangreat monster except Salamangreat Fowl is normal or special summoned, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only use this effect of Salamangreat Fowl once per turn. You can send one Salamangreat card from your hand or face up field to the graveyard, then target one set spell card your opponent controls. That set card cannot be activated this turn. Not bad, 1800 attack. Okay. Ooh, Salamangreat Beat Bison. If you have 3 or more Salamangreat monsters in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand in defense position. You can target one Fire Link monster in your graveyard up to the number of face-up cards your opponent controls. Return them to the extra deck. Then you can negate the effects of face-up cards your opponent controls until the end of this turn, up to the number of cards you returned. You can only use each effect of Beat Bison once per turn. Cool, dude. And then come the reprints. So we got Salamangreat Mir, Foxy, Falco, Jaguar, Vovi, Barrow, Foxer, and then True King Enigmazud the Vanisher, which is a pretty good card that can let you banish your opponent's monster. Dogoran the Mad Flame Kaiju as a common, pretty cool. Flamewell Fire Dog, okay. Fencing Fire Ferret, Inferno, and the card everybody's excited about. So this card alone brings the heat to this deck, and why this deck is so valuable. We've got Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. It's a very good generic card. So if you don't know, her effect is when a card or effect is activated that includes any of these effects, quick effect, you can discard this card, negate this effect. So either add a card from the deck to the hand, or special summon from the deck, or send a card from the deck to the graveyard. And this card can negate any one of those. Very awesome card. Then we have Red Resonator. Alright. Volcanic Shell ×2. And this is also a new card, 4-Mod Skipper. And he has a cool effect that lets you copy a link monster's name by revealing it from the extra deck. But keep in mind that this is not a link monster, so some effects don't quite work with him, but still a very interesting effect. Then we got Salamangreat Claw, also a brand new card for this deck. You can equip it only to a Salamangreat monster, and the equipped monster cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. If it attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. If the equipped monster is a Salamangreat link monster you control that was link summoned using a monster with its same name as material during your battle phase, it can make attacks on monsters up to its link rating. And you can only control one Salamangreat Claw. Okay. Then we have Salamangreat Sanctuary, I think it's a reprint. Will of the Salamangreat, Monster Reincarnation, not bad. Circle of the Fire King, Transmodify, good reprint. Link Bound, Magic Planter, nice. Salamangreat Rage, which is one of the new traps for this deck, and it's very good. So you can activate one of these effects, send one Salamangreat monster from your hand or face up to the graveyard, then target one card on the field, destroy it, which is okay. But then the second effect is target one Salamangreat link monster you control that was link summoned using a monster with its same name as material. Destroy cards your opponent controls up to the monster's link rating. So this can be potentially like +2 or 3, depending on the monster's link rating. Very good card. And then we have Salamangreat Gift, which I believe is a reprint. The Transmigration Prophecy, Threatening Roar, Break Off Trap Hole, Backfire, Goes in Match, very nice to see this. And then Salamangreat Heatleo, the second copy. So we got two different artworks. This is the new alternate art, and this is the old art we got in Soul Fusions, I think. That's still pretty cool. And then we also have Flame Administrator and Doolittle Chimera. And that's it for this deck opening. Anyways guys, thank you for watching. Remember to drop a like, and if you enjoyed the video, maybe subscribe. Catch you in the next one.